Hi, my name is Cam Smith with eSports Production, coming to you from the Canadian Little League Championships in Victoria, BC. Thank you for tuning in. The host team, the Layritz All-Stars, are coming off a dominant 16-0 victory over Team Prairie's in their opening game at Nationals. But on Thursday evening at Layritz Park, they faced one of the tournament's top contenders, Team BC out of Little Mountain. Layritz enters Thursday night game with a 1-0 record, while Team BC is off to a strong start at 2-0. Both teams bring excellent defense, powerful bats, solid pitching to the field. This is the kind of matchup that brings out the best in teams, and what better time to deliver than in front of a packed home crowd with fans showing up in droves to support their local hometown heroes. Starting on the mound for Little Mountain is Felix, a confident right-hander with a devastating curveball who thrives in high-pressure games. Layritz counters with veteran righty Max Ash, whose fastball and sharp curveball consistently keep hitters off balance. It's the Layritz All-Stars taking on Team BC Little Mountain right here at Layritz Park. Let's play ball! And Cruz leading things off for Little Mountain. And Ash with an 0-1 count on him with the delivery. Oh, and Cruz with a line shot. That's a beauty on a rope. And he's got a single to lead things off. And next up to bat for Little Mountain is Felix. 1-0 count. He shows bunt. And this young man, he's going to take a rip at this. And that's going to head out. Oh, that's for a single. And that puts runners at first and second with nobody out. And then Caleb steps up to the plate, 2 strikes on him. Oh, and he's going to take a 3rd strike for the first strikeout of the inning. Nice pitch by Ash. And then next up to the plate, that's Misha. And Misha, first pitch. And he's going to drive this ball. That's going to go right over to Beach. Shove it over to second. And he'll get the one, just about the double play. But that's 2 outs. And Ash getting things together here nicely, but still got runners at first and second with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up dangerous hitter. That's Tyson. He's got 2 strikes on him. And Ash brings the heat up high. And that is for the 3rd strike. And what a rebound there by Ash. And the fans loving that. Let's get things going here, they're saying. And leading things off is Lamberton for the Layritz All-Stars. And Felix, he's looking for a strikeout here, and his strikeout he will get with some heat. That's a nice pitch by Felix. And then next up to bat, that's going to be Crump. And he's got 2 strikes on him. And Felix with the delivery, another some heat. And that's young man pitching well early on in the ball game. Now it's going to bring up Ash. We got pitcher on pitcher duel here. And Felix, he's throwing some heat, and for the strikeout, he strikes out the side. What a way to start for this Little Mountain club and Felix. And leading things off in the top of the second, it's going to be Davis for Team BC. And Ash, he's got, his count's 2-1. And Ash sizing him up and out of the stretch. He rips, and that Davis just rips a ball, but there's Beach. And what a play by Beach. That's a great play with his second baseman. And then next up to bat, that's Luca. And a strong hitter here in Luca. 2 strikes on him. And he's going to look at this one. And that is right down the pipe for Ash. And Ash coming along nicely and early in this ball game. And next up to bat, that's going to be Max Regan. And Max, this is a gamer right here. He's a good player. First pitch, he's going to drive this ball with authority out to left field. That's going to put a runner at first with 2 out. And then next up to bat, that's going to be Eric. And Eric for a Little Mountain. He's got 2 strikes on him. And Ash looking to get out of that with that runner at first. And he throws a beauty curveball that just freezes Eric. And that will retire to side. And you're going to love that, Layritz fans. And Calibrick's going to lead things off for Layritz All-Stars. And here's the pitch by Felix. Calibrick gets a piece of this right to the second base. That's a nice pickup right there. Matthew over to Misha. That's for the first out of the inning. And then next up to bat, that's going to be Austin Kane. This young man, he's a gamer. And Kane's going to take this ball, turn it, and rip it right out to left field, and Tyson's got that. And next up the bat is Beach, and looking to keep things going in this tight ball game. And runner at first, and Beach. Oh, Felix, that would be a pass ball right there, and moving over to second. That's going to be Kane, and then Felix, and with the pitch. And that is going to make its way to the backstop, and there Kane, he's going to go all the way to third, and there's an overthrow, and Kane is going in. He's going to score the first run of that game, and Kane is in, putting the Layritz Ulsters up 1-0 early on. Fans going crazy. What a job there by Kane. And Beach would end up walking, and that's going to bring up Sykes, and Felix. He's going to throw the pitch to Sykes, and that is that's a nice pitch there. Just paints the corner. You got to love that one. And then Beach would move over to second, and that's going to bring up Parhar. And Parhar looking to cash in that runner. And that's Felix. Felix with the wind up. And that's going to get by the catcher. And look out, Beach is coming around there. They go to first to get the drop third strike. And there's Beach, and he will score. And what a heads-up base runner there by Beach. And that's going to make it 2-0. Runner at first. That brings up Horseman. And Horseman is just going to rip this ball up the middle. That goes right over to Maxey. He looks at throwing it, but he does a wise decision. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Logan Barnes. And Barnes, 2 strikes on him. And the ball gets past the catcher. And runner goes over to third. And Horseman would move over to second. And then with 2 strikes, Felix on Barnes, and a swing and a miss drop, third strike. Nice pick up there. Go over to first for the out, but not before this Layritz All-Star team gets on the board 2-0 early on in this ball game. And we move to the top of the third. Emmett leading things off for Little Mountain, and Ash has 2 strikes on Emmett. And Ash out of the stretch, and with the delivery, that's high heat inside, and that will catch the corner for the strikeout. And then next up to bat, that's going to be George, and George facing Ash. Ash throwing some good ball here, and he's got 2-1 count. And Ash with the delivery, and that is ripped by George, and just out of the reach. Well, I'll tell you what, they've got a single. That was a great hit right there. Little blooper pops in. And that'll bring up Matthew to the plate. And 2 strikes on Matthew. Runner at first, 1 out. And Ash sizing him up, and Ash with the delivery. He throws another heater. And that's for another strikeout for Ash. That's a great pitch right there by this young man. And dangerous hitter up. That is Cruz. And Cruz facing Ash, and with the 2-1 counts, Cruz looking to get things going here. And Ash with the delivery, and Cruz will just rip this ball. It just gets out. Beach gets a piece of it, stops it, but runner's safe at first and second. And Little Mountain got something going on here. And then Felix is up to bat now. And look out, here's Ash. Ash has got 2 strikes on Felix. And he'll rip it right over. And Logan picks this up. Barnes over to second. And what a play there by Barnes. And great pickup there by Beach as well. But getting out of a jam there. That's the Layritz Club. Next, bottom of the third, and Burns. He's going to get hit by a pitch. And he's going to take a free pass to first. And that'll bring Parhar to the plate. And Parhar, he's going to take this first pitch. And he's going to lay down a beauty of a bunch. And Felix hops on it and fires to first for the out. But that moves the runner over. That's mission accomplished right there. And then Sam Burns will head over to third. We got a runner at third. And that's going to bring up Quat and Quat. Felix out of the delivery, and he's got a 1-2 count. And swing and a miss. What a pitch on the outside corner there by Felix. That's a beauty. And that's going to bring up Lamberton. And Lamberton, that's the top of the order. And we got a runner at third. And Layritz looking to do something with that. And Felix, he delivers, and Lamberton strokes that ball. That goes right to short. That goes over to Cruz, over to first. For the out, but the run will score. And that's going to make it 3-0 for this Layritz squad. and with a runner at first. Now that's going to bring up Crump, and Crump, he's got 2 strikes on him, and Felix just throws a nastiest curveball. Yeah, that is a tough one. That retires a side. Not before the Layritz All-Stars get another one on the board, 3-0. Heading to the top of the 4th. And pitching change, Ash out, and Harley Horseman, he is in, and he's going to face Caleb. And Caleb with the delivery. Oh, this is a beautiful hit. This is hit on a rope, and that will get behind the center fielder, and he's coming into second with a nice slide, and that's leading things off the right way for this Little Mountain squad. And then Horseman to Misha, and Misha just throws down a bunt. That moves a run over to third, and oh, they just about get him at first, but runners at the corners, no out. And then G-Ross at the plate, and Tyson. This is a dangerous hitter. Horseman with the delivery. Oh, and this gets the opposite way, and that gets right to the fence. And 1 run will score. And another runner rounding third. And the throw, and he is safe. And in with a stand-up double and scoring 2 runs right there. That's Little Mountain. Tyson doing a big job. Timely hitting right there. And then with a runner on second and nobody out, 2 runs already in. And Luca's at the plate. And Horseman with the delivery, and Luca is going to pop in a bunt right there and fire over to first in time. And Luca up next for Little Mountain. And Horseman has got the runner at third. And look out, here comes Horseman with the delivery. That bunt's coming down again. And this is a tough one. Oh, loses the handle on it. And that's safe at first. Runners at the corners. And with 1 out, and that Little Mountain is in business in this close ball game. And then Max comes up to bat, and Max, he is going to take a swipe at this, and Horseman is going to take a sure out, and that's for the second out of the inning, but the runner will score, and we've got this game all knotted up at 3. And runner at third, and 2 outs, and that is Eric up to bat in this tie ball game. Horseman, he rears back. Oh, and Eric hits a ground ball, and that's a beauty right over to Ash. Fires to first for the out, and oh, they get out of this one, still tied up. What a play right there by Ash. Horseman getting out of the inning, and we're going to move to the bottom of the 4th. And leading things off in the bottom of the 4th, that's Max Ash. And Felix, in 1-0 count. Felix with the delivery, and Ash is going to rip this ball. You know what? It's nicely caught right there by second baseman Matthew, but he just couldn't get him in time. And yeah, it had some great wheels by Ash, and he'll continue right here on the pass ball. He'll move over to second, get in scoring position in the bottom of the 4th in this pressure cooker of a game. And Calibrick, he's going to take this ball, and he's just going to take a rip at it, and it's heading out. Oh, it gets out to center field, and Ash over to third, knocks the ball right out, gets out of his start. He's waved home. Coach is going, let's go. And he does, and he's loving it, giving the crowd some, and they're enjoying every minute of it. As Layritz takes a lead, but there's Kane, and Kane is going to pop this one up, and that's picked up nicely by Max. And then next up to bat, that's going to be Mason Beach. And Beach has got a 1-1 count right now. And we got 2 outs. And Beach, he's going to hit this ball nicely, but it's going to go right over to Matthew. Over to first. Now we're retired side, but not before Layritz takes the lead in this game. And what a game it is, giving the crowd all they can offer. And the crowd loving every minute of it. And then leading things off for Little Mountain is Emmett. 2 strikes on him. Horseman, that's a beauty of the pitch on the pipe. A fireball, and that's for the strikeout. Next up to bat is George. 1-0 count. George, he's going to hit this ball. Let's go over to Ash. Ash picks it up. Goes to first in time. Nice play by Ash. And then next up to bat, that's going to be Matthew. And Matthew, he has got a 1-2 count. He's been fouling them off, and he finally gets one he likes. And whoa, diving ball there for Beach, and just about get him. And Lamberton tries to get him, but he's safe for the single. Well, I'll tell you what, that's going to be it for Horseman. And that cue, Logan Barnes. Logan Barnes going to take the mound for Layritz All-Stars. and he's facing a tough hitter in Cruz, and Cruz rips this ball over to Filipovic. Filipovic fires to first, and in time, and Calibrick lights that one, and what a play there by Filipovic. The Calibrick to get retire the side. And Sykes leading off things for the All-Stars in the bottom half of the fifth. Felix with the delivery. Had Sykes get a piece of this. And that's popped out right there. That goes to Davis. And a great job right there by Davis. And that's going to bring up Parhar. And with the 1-1 count, the ball, and that's a nicely hit ball. But all over that is Tyson. Tyson picking out up nicely in that sun. And that's for the second out of the inning. And then comes Harley Horseman. And Horseman, he's got 2 strikes on him, and he rips this ball. Oh, looks like it's going up the middle, but not a chance as Davis. And I'll tell you what, the first, and that's for the out. Great job. That's 3 up, 3 down for this Little Mountain Club. And we head to the top of the 6th inning in this 4-3 ball game for Layritz. And up to bat, that is Felix Barnes with the delivery. Felix takes a rip at this, and there is Crump with a great job picking that up over to Calibrick for the out. That's a great job. Calibrick getting jacked up right now. And then look out, here comes Caleb, and Barnes with a 1-0 count. Oh, and he hits Caleb, and that's a runner on right now. And that puts the tying run on base. And that's a tough one. You got to watch out for this young man. And then next up to bat is Misha. And Misha shows bunt, but he doesn't. He takes a rip at this big time, and there's Ash. And takes the lead runner, and that is going to be 2 outs. Still a runner at first, and this park is about to explode with anticipation. But then Barnes, he throws one, and that goes to backstop. And then a runner is over at safe at second, and then Barnes, he's facing Tyson, and this is a tough customer. And the pitch, and oh, that's a ball, and that's a count 1-0. And I'll tell you what, you can feel it around here. There's people needing probably a defibrillator. There's fans all over the edge of their seat. And then there's Logan Barnes, and Logan Barnes with the pitch, and that's hit by Tyson, but that is picked up nicely right there by Filipovic to first, and Logan Barnes, ice water in his veins, takes care of business. It closes it out, and what a game by this Layritz team. And look at those fans, they're going nuts. You gotta love it. That's a lot of pressure for everybody, and a lot of relief there for Coach, taking a 4-3 victory over a strong Little Mountain squad, Team BC, who played a fantastic game. But this game belongs to Layritz All-Stars, going 2-0 right now, and starting to turn some heads in this tournament. You know, what a crowd today. You gotta love that. We caught up with Max Ash for his thoughts on the game.
I felt pretty good. They were driving the ball pretty well, and I'm happy I got a bunch of strikeouts. I couldn't really have done it without the team. They locked down defense, a couple bobbles, but that's all right. A lot of kids not swinging at all, watching it go by, and then when they did, they would miss it, which is really good. I don't think there was one hit off the curveball. It feels great to win all these games or whatever. It felt great to start off strong. Today I feel like we may played a little bit sloppy. Same with the other team. Most runs scored on errors, I would say. But tomorrow our bats are going to be on fire. They're going to be rocking it, and we're going to have a way better game. Yeah, well, it's not one person that's supposed to make the difference. It's the whole team. So if one error happens, don't point out the player, pick them up, and it's on the team, not the player.
So yesterday, obviously, great start to the tournament, but we were trying to remind the boys, take it day by day. We're starting 0-0 again today. We knew we were facing a really good ball club today, so we just told the boys, just do what you've been doing all year in practice. Nothing more, nothing less, and everything will be fine in the end. And we had some great pitching performances today, and some, it was a pretty sloppy game overall. I think both teams would admit that, but things to clean up on both ends, but we'll take the win. And like I said, we're 0-0 starting tomorrow. No matter what our record is, we got to come each day and come and fight and come and, take everyone seriously. So as long as you have that mindset, you give yourself a chance to win every day. But when it comes back to Little Mountain, they play such a good brand of baseball. They don't beat themselves. I think today was just a bit of an off day. I think they would admit that as well. They're the epitome of what, Little League baseball should look like in a lot of different areas. So, if we're close to them, we're right with them, that's a credit to the coaches and the kids. And I'm sure, they'll be in the tournament later on. So if we see him again, we know we'll have to play better. I know it's cliche day to day and, you know, treat every pitch like it's most important because it's the next one. I know it's all cliche stuff, but it's really true. And these tournaments are so grinding, and especially us. We had our first day bye, so we were playing 6, 7 in a row here. So we just got to really come with the mindset every single day to like, hey, let's put it all our best out there and see what happens.
You know, what a start for this Layritz team. I'll tell you what, they're playing some good ball, 2-0, the only undefeated team left in this tournament. You know, let's get out in the community. Let's support this team from Layritz. Hop on this train. It's going to be one hell of a ride. My name is Cam Smith with Youth Sports Production. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the field.